I studied abroad for 6 weeks in Trois-Rivières, Quebec. I spent most of that time focusing on Quebec history as well as advanced level phonetics. So it was a different experience using French in everyday life, whereas in the classroom it's more of back and forth with other students or with a professor. But living in Trois-Rivières and going to Quebec City and Montreal, it was really a first-hand use, and it was a different way to experience the French language that I wouldn't be able to do staying in Pittsburgh for the summer.
I did an internship at King's College Hospital where I worked with a urologic surgeon and I did his national database, and I got to observe the hospital setting, and it really helped with what I want to do. It was a really good learning experience, but I also was able to think about myself and what I wanted to do in London and then see how my goals after London were.
I interned at the U.S. Embassy in Athens, Greece. I was in the political section. And what I did was I would go out and I would have meetings with governmental, non-governmental contacts on a wide variety of issues. I'd report on political developments inside Greece and send that reports back to Washington. I also helped prepare for a cabinet-level visit with Attorney General Eric Holder. So this internship was very fulfilling in that I actually got to do the job that I really wanted to do in the future. So that is my future goal, is to become a foreign service officer and serve my country in that way. So I really got to see on the ground what actually happens in the foreign service.
So I spent 6 weeks abroad in Missouri, India for the Pitt in India program. Missouri is located in the Himalayan mountains, which is in the north of India. And so basically I took 2 classes there. I took Religions of India and I took Hindi language. And we explored the entire northern India pretty much. We got to see different religious worship ceremonies. Going abroad to India not only helped me understand my own culture and the culture of the Indian people, but it also helped me gain a better spiritual understanding and be able to reflect on my own life journey and where I'm going and where I've been so far.
I was able to go to Arusha, Tanzania, which is in Africa, and we got to teach at a nursery school. So at Green Hope Nursery School, there are 3 classrooms, and the children ages range from 3 to around 7 years old. And so I was working with 5 to 6-year-olds, working with the teacher, and my teacher actually got sick, so I was the primary person in the classroom, which was very challenging, but it was an awesome experience. As a developmental psychology major, I was able to go and teach children and be in the classroom and see how their development differs from development here in the United States. So to have that background information is really helpful in dealing with them in developmentally appropriate ways. And so it was definitely beneficial, and it was a great experience, and I loved it.
So this summer I went to Viña del Mar, Chile for 6 weeks to do a Spanish intensive language program. And I spent 5 weeks at a university there learning and taking advanced Spanish classes, and then for a week after I spent some time in Santiago, the capital, where I interviewed the director of a local public health clinic and asked her questions about HIV perception in Chile. I've taken medical Spanish at Pitt, and for my final paper I wrote an essay on the perception of HIV and machismo in Latin America. And since I was going to Chile, I wanted to get Chile's specific cultural interpretation of HIV.